Hello everyone. Today in this video we are going to cover the question and answers and detailed explanation for those answers related to the topic cost object controlling. The first question is, which of the following configuration settings are used for calculating work in process? There are three correct answers. So it is like the answers are B, C and E. These three settings define, update, assigns each line ID to a cost element used only in CO reporting, and define posting rules, determines GL account number for work in process postings. The settlement rule and the allocation structure apply only to settlement, not to work in process calculations. Which order status is relevant for creating WIP calculations when using controlling by order? So there are different status like created, delivered, partially delivered, technically completed. The answer is partially delivered. So controlling by order relies on the order status at period end to determine if work in process or variance are going to be calculated. The status of released or partially delivered results in work in process. The status of delivered or technically complete results in variance. So the third question is, product cost collectors calculate work in process and variances each period. What is the calculation for variance? So the answer is B, actual debits minus goods receipt minus work in process. The actual cost debited to the product cost collector are reduced by the value of goods receipts and the work in process at target calculation. The remaining balance of the product cost collector is the basis for variance. Now we check the fourth question. The setting that controls settlement by periodic or full is determined by which of the following? Settlement profile, allocation structure, or settlement type. It is settlement type. The settlement type is defined by the default rule found on the order type. The settlement type triggers full settlement controlling by order or periodic settlement controlling by period. So the setting that controls settlement by periodic or full is determined by settlement type. So is defined by the default rule found on the order type. The settlement type triggers full settlement controlling by order or periodic settlement controlling by period. So in controlling by sales order, when using a sales order with an assigned production order and valuated sales order stock, which process is used to post costs to the sales order in SAP S/4HANA? So is it production order confirmation, delivery from production order to sales order stock, production order settlement, externally procured sales order stock? So here the question is, so in controlling by sales order, when using a sales order with an assigned production order and valuated sales order stock, which process is used to post cost to the sales order? So it is B and D, delivery from production order to sales order stock, externally procured sales order stock, because sales order stock is an individual requirement the actual costs of goods receipt and external procurement flow to the SDI. Because sales order stock is an individual requirement, the actual cost of the goods receipt and external procurement flow to the SDI. So when using controlling by sales order, to which object do you settle values of results analysis? So it is to profitability segment. Result analysis calculations are compared to what has previously been posted in FI. As settlement, a profitability segment in COPA is updated. Which tasks can be performed on a production order in a controlling by sales order scenario with valuated stock? So there are two correct answers. Those are C and D. Settle the production variances to COPA. Calculate production variances. So the task that can be performed on a production order in a controlling by sales order scenario with valuated stock is settle the production variances to the COPA. Calculate production variances. In a valuated stock scenario, variances are assigned to the production order. In controlling by sales order, the planned value can come from which of the following? So there are two correct answers. Pricing conditions on the sales order, unit costing, product costing, a cost estimate of the planned production order. So the answers are unit costing and product costing. So for SDI planned cost, both unit costing and product costing can be used. However, unit costing cannot provide a cost component split. Product costing will provide a cost component split. The requirements class costing method indicates if unit or product costing will be used. Pricing conditions calculate values on the sales order like sales price and discount but have no effect on the SDI planned costs. In controlling by order, if the order has neither status delivered nor status technically completed, WIP is calculated based on which of the following? Based on the actual cost. In this scenario, the actual cost reflected in the order balance becomes the basis for WIP. What needs to be specified to calculate WIP for a product cost collector? So results analysis key. If no results analysis key is found, no WIP will be calculated. So results analysis key needs to be specified to calculate WIP for a. Using a production order, which of the following could cause a difference between the standard cost estimate and the planned cost for the order? So using a production order, which of the following could cause a difference between the standard cost estimate and the following and the planned cost for the order? So define different costing variants. Each costing variant can have unique controls such as the valuation variant for materials and internal operations. So for cost objects with the settlement type PER, how is WIP calculated? The settlement type PER is used in controlling by period scenario, meaning a product cost collector is the cost object. WIP is always calculated using a target cost estimate for this method. The standard cost estimate may be defined in configuration as the target cost estimate for WIP, but so could any other cost estimate. Therefore, you must be careful in this type of question using the word target, not the word standard. WIP based on actual costs for the order applies in the settlement type full, not PER. What can cause production order variances? So, debits to the order in excess of the credits, consuming unplanned materials. Overspending could be categorized as price variance, while consuming unplanned resources could be categorized as resource usage variance. When using controlling by sales order, which of the following applies to results analysis? Determining the percentage of completion. So this is always the first step of result analysis. The exact calculation is dependent on which results analysis method is being applied. What is the purpose of a splitting profile? So to provide more variance information in the GL and to post variance categories to separate GL accounts. The splitting profiles provide more granularity about variance categories and also cost of goods sold in the GL by assigning each category to a distinct GL account number. Prior to SAP S4 HANA, you could only get that level of detail in costing based COPA. So the question is, what is the purpose of a splitting profile? The splitting profile provides more granularity about variance categories and also cost of goods sold in the GL by assigning each category to a distinct GL account number. Prior to SAP S4 HANA, you could only get that level of detail in costing based COPA. To post variance categories to value fields in COPA, a PA transfer structure is required, not a splitting profile. The variant determines which variance categories will be calculated. When using controlling by period, how is decoupling the cost object from the production order accomplished? Select the cost collector indicator on the logistics order type. By selecting the cost collector on the logistics order type, we have decoupled it from CO. This indicator causes the system to search for a product cost collector with the same production process as the logistics order being created. When found, both orders are linked and cost flows will be reported on the product cost collector. Product cost collectors and logistics production orders are linked through which of the following? The production process. The production process is taken from the controlling level of the material or plant and is found on the product cost collector and on the production order. So true or false? Simultaneous costing refers to the valuation phase when WIP is calculated. So it is false. Simultaneous costing refers to the phase of goods movement and labor confirmations as products are being manufactured. So product cost collectors can calculate WIP and variance in each accounting period. Yes. So the decoupling feature is unique to product cost collector used in costing by period. So unvaluated stock can be used with the costing by period scenario. It is false. Unvaluated stock can only be used in costing by sales order. Unit costing can produce a cost component split. Unit costing cannot produce the cost component split. There is no cost component structure assignment in configuration. All order values flow through the profit and loss section of the income statement. It is true. In each scenario, the orders are cost objects. Posted values for cost objects are always made in the profit and loss section of the income statement. At period end close, WIP settlement, any valuation for unfinished inventory is moved back to the balance sheet for statutory reporting purpose. So, the orders are cost objects. Posted values for cost objects are always made in the profit and loss section of the income statement. At period end close, WIP settlement, any valuation of unfinished inventory is moved back to the balance sheet for statutory reporting purpose. So with this, we have completed the question and answer section for cost object controlling. So let us meet in another new video. So till then, be safe and be happy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching the videos.